It looks pretty rough. It looks pretty rough. I wouldn't eat that at all.
Me neither.
We'd have the scours for a month if we eat this right here.
Not good.
Today we're going to do something just a little bit different. We're going to try to attempt and make something that we like to get when we go to Chinese restaurants. It's called the egg drop soup. I've never made it, but I've done a little research on it and how to do it, and I'd like to make our own because we go and I like it, she likes it, the babies like it, all of us eat it when we go. It's actually pretty good. Like I said, I've done some research on how to make it, so if it turns out bad, well. It's just basically got a few simple ingredients. The main ingredients is the chicken broth, and then you got like egg whites. A lot of people use the whole egg, you know, the yellows and whites all together and just kind of mix it in there. But the place we go, they only use the egg whites, okay? I don't have the patience to stand here and dump the eggs back and forth until you get all that yellow out and just the whites. So I went and bought a container of egg whites. Kind of cheated a little bit. All right. And this right here is the chicken broth. This is 1 quart, which is 4 cups. I'm going to make 4 cups of it to go ahead and get rid of this whole thing. And what we got to do is just put this in the pot. Okay. Get this going. Turn this eye on to kick it on about wherever that is. I won't put the whole thing in there. Because this stuff ain't but like $1, $2 for this chicken broth. This stuff right here is what's expensive, the egg whites. I think this one little container right here is like $10 or $11 just for that one container. So, anyway, that's all of the chicken stock. Chicken broth, whatever you want to call it. Get rid of that. I'm going to let that get heated up. Okay. As far as egg whites, we're not ready for that yet. I'm going to get this hot. But there's another step that you got to do. So what you want to do is you want to thicken that up. Okay, and the way that you thicken up like any sauce or anything like that is with cornstarch. Okay, we got to mix up a little batch of cornstarch to thicken it up. Okay, that was 1 quart, that means 4 cups. And you mix 1 tablespoon of cornstarch for every cup of stock that you use. So, let me get my stuff together, I'll get my cornstarch over here, and we'll get that made up and get it ready. Okay, in order to make this, it calls for every cup of like stock that you use, you got to have 1 tablespoon of starch and 1 tablespoon of water or the stock, whichever one you want to use. I'm going to use water. And just so you know, guys, this water right here, what we do is we get our rainwater, we run it through our Berkey, and that's what we drink or cook with after it runs through the Berkey. And there's a video on here of that if anybody wants to go check it out. Maybe I'll link it here somewhere. But it's really good water. It turns out really good. We drink it, we cook with it. Anyway, I'm going to put 4 tablespoons in my little bowl here. 1, making a mess for me. 2, 3, 4. There's 4 tablespoons of cornstarch in my little bowl. Now let me close this up. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have 4 tablespoons of water to go with that. So I'm going to pour water in this, see if I can get it in here without making a mess. Okay, there's 1. 2, 3, 4. Alrighty. Like I said, this is supposedly called a starch slurry. So we're going to slurry it around and then slurry it over into my chicken stock. We'll throw that in. Okay, now I got just a regular spoon. I want to mix it up. Might turn in like a I ain't never used cornstarch for anything. It turned into like a
Paste.
like glue on the bottom, but it's stirring up pretty good though. They said you want it to be the consistency of milk. So I mean that's pretty close where that's at. You wanna try a drink of it?
No. Go for it.
Now I know how to make egg drop soup and apply cream of some young guy into egg drop soup. Okay. That stirred up pretty good. Well, like I said, they want it to be like, they said you want it about like milk, and that's about where it's at right now. Looks pretty good. Alright. So, what we want to do is open up our egg whites. Maybe give it a shake before I open. Let me shake him a little. Get all that chicken jizz shook up. Alright. Here we go. Okay, what we want to do is add the egg whites. I guess you just put in as much as you want. Ever how you want it to look. I'm not sure I'm supposed to stir it. Let it sit there for a minute. And then I'll stir it. Let me kick the heat back up a little bit. So, that didn't work. So what we have here is a bowl full of goulash. See, with the egg whites, it just basically turned the broth white. So I went a step above and beyond, and I put an egg in there. And you can see the like that right there, the traces. That's what you want in it right there. The traces, but I don't know what's going on with them egg whites. That makes it look like potato soup kind of thing. And I didn't want the egg yellows in mine. I was just experimenting to see what happened if I poured it in there. And it looks pretty rough. It looks pretty rough. I wouldn't eat that at all.
Me neither.
We'd have the scours for a month if we eat this right here. So, long story short, I guess we're gonna get ready and go on to a Chinese restaurant. That looks horrible. That's something. That's with this cornstarch little concoction in there. I mean, it's about right as far as the thickness. That's about right. But like I said, it looks like, and it smells. I mean, it smells right. I mean, it's got the right smell to it. But like I said, I didn't want the whole egg in there because every time we go over there, they don't have like the yellows in theirs. But it does have the whites in it like that, right there. But I think you're supposed to do it in a certain way to make what they call trace in there. And there's no trace in there. But anyway, I guess we can scratch that one up to experience it, but maybe the chickens eat it. I don't know. We'll see. Alright guys, if you ain't done so yet, hit that like and subscribe, and we can all get diarrhea together.